Hey everybody, welcome back to my Minecraft Alpha Survival Mode tutorial series. This is part 9 or maybe even 8.5. I haven't decided yet, but if you haven't seen the earlier tutorial videos, I recommend going back and watching those as I make plenty of references to those. And this is sort of a continuation, so please go back and watch those if you get a chance. Anyway, we left off where I had built a farm to grow some wheat, which we can turn into bread, and bread can be used for restoring health. Anyway, here we are back at my little homestead, which is Lookout Tower, and I've got a little friend here, or not so friend. And there's a creeper right down here on behind my fence. And before we get to the farming, which I still have to complete, show you guys how to harvest and bake the bread, I want to show you one thing, what I call murder holes. Or actually, murder hole is something that was used in medieval times. Defenders of castles would have these little holes, or slits in the side of their castle, and they would use them for raining terror down upon the attackers outside. They'd hit them with all sorts of manner of stuff, like shoot arrows through the holes and throw rocks at them and drop boiling oil or whatever else. And I can imagine there were some other things flying out of those holes that the jesters, and which are probably the equivalent of today's class clowns. I can picture them standing there by those holes and putting something else out that hole and maybe sending down a little tinkle. Probably not very funny to the guys below. But anyway, so now we have a pair of creepers. This is perfect. And I wanted to do this murder hole because I had this one guy here, and now I've got the twins. So before we get to the farming, oh, by the way, I built this little bulkhead here into my basement. So this is under my tower. This is new. And I've got a stairway up there to the first floor. So let's build this murder hole and deal with these guys. So now right here, I dug down a little bit and I made a little channel. And to do this murder hole, the idea here is to get low around the feet of the guys that are outside surrounding my little castle. We want to attack them without giving them an opportunity to counterattack. So let me show you how this works. Now this right here, when you dig into a ground block underground, if you see this green up top, that means that's a surface block. So if we cut out the surface, that's what you see. We don't want to do that, so I'm going to cover that back up. I want to go down one more. So we go out here, and there they are. So that's a murder hole. Now I'm perfectly safe down here. They can't see me. As long as I'm not in their line of sight, they won't sizzle and blow. So I can just do, boom, hello, come on back. Yeah, how about your feet? Oh, what a shame. So there you go. That's a murder hole. Now I will fix this up. I'll make all this into stone, make it a little bit more solid, just in the event something does happen to blow out there, something goes wrong, which indeed does happen occasionally. So that's a murder hole. Now I can make a whole line of them or just have this right here, and normally when there's a monster outside, they'll stay right parallel with you. So if I slide back and forth, they come right with me. But if they can't see me, they can't fight back. So I can just sit here and chop chop. Anyway, that's a murder hole. I'm going to go out and collect that gunpowder before it disappears. Yeah, got it. I know some people on the forums, the comment section, got annoyed with me when I killed a spider and a little piece of string was floating behind, and they're like, why didn't you pick that up? God, that annoyed me. You stood there and talked for 28 minutes and you didn't pick it up. So I apologize. Anyway, let's go take a look at my farm. Now I did finish up this fence around the sides here, so nothing can get in without my permission. There's my farm, and I did quite a bit of work on it. Fenced it all in. I put a little walkway, and we're going to head down there and get a little closer. And right now Let's go down to the farm and harvest that wheat. Now I'm going to make a easier way to get up and down. Just going to basically tunnel right through here and have a stair go right up. So if you recall, here is my farm. Ooh, arrows. Something died here. Skelly got burned up. By the way, this right here, this is interesting. I was working on my farm offline and had a little creeper malfunction. Snuck up on me and I just turned around and backed up, and you can see my hearts. I'm down to 4 hearts now because he did some damage and he blasted a hole in the ground. So a little creeper malfunction, which I will straighten out shortly. So here's my wheat. Now it's grown. It's been a couple of days since I've been working on this. I put this little pathway. There's water underneath here to hydrate the field and to help the growth. So the brown stuff here with the brown top, that is fully grown wheat. I need to get my hoe back out. Come on, hoe. I know that word just induces great mirth. Ho, 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 ho. So I'll say it many, many times. So basically, to harvest your wheat, you just left-click any tool. Actually, I like to use the hoe because, well, it seems to make the most sense to harvest things. And there's my wheat. Let me put the wheat down here. Now, you only get one piece. I actually had one piece from another harvest I did testing. You just whack it. And I should probably get some more seeds in there. Like so. Although, I guess I could wait for it to hydrate. Hydrated, if you recall from last time, it's much browner. Hey, see, I don't want that. It's decaying already. So I'm just going to throw these seeds down. Oh, there's some. Now, you don't want to walk in your crops, remember, so that's why I made this little walkway here. So I'm just going to, there's hydrated field. That's the best stuff. Grab that. Wow, it even looks like when I harvest, I get some seeds too, which I did not know. That is new to me. So I'm getting wheat and I'm getting more seed. Right click, replant. So I want to get a little bit more wheat and then we'll go bake the bread. Wow, this is cool. I'm getting seeds and wheat, and frankly I just didn't know that. Okay, so that looks like plenty of wheat for now. Let's go over to my, oh, I built another little murder hole here, which is a little bit larger and fairly effective. So now we want to bake the wheat into bread. So we go to our furnace, and I do have a piece of coal, so I'm going to drop the coal down there. That's not how you make bread. What am I thinking? You want to go to your workbench. You take your wheat and just 1, 2, 3. You don't actually have to bake anything. And there's a loaf of bread. And I'll split these stacks up. Oh, you can't stack bread. In the old alpha, you could actually stack bread, which made it kind of a nice thing, because it's really not the best food, because it only restores 2.5 life, and it can't stack, so there's not a whole lot of sense. It's kind of a pain in the butt to make. Takes a lot of steps, and it doesn't heal you that greatly. So hopefully the developer is going to do something with farming and bread to make it more appealing. So now I want to eat my bread, put it in my hand, right click, 2.5 life restored, yum yum, and that's some good old wheat bread. Mom would be proud. I now have full health, eating some wheat, got my fiber for the day, feeling mighty good, and well, I guess that's pretty much it. So we got the murder hole, got the field, showed you how to kill a couple of creepers through a hole, and let's get around here. Oh, my mouse is acting up here. Let's see if I can grow some more seeds, more wheat. Again, farming is not really probably the best way to come up with food. It's just easier to kill a pig, and roasted pork heals, more health. But farming's fun. So anyway, and it spares the life of the little piggy. Right. So let's let's move on. And I think I told some people I would do a 360 run around my base and talk about what I'm going to do next. So if there's time, let's go do that. So here's my farm. I'm going to build this into a different little farming hut, so to speak. And I'm going to, right here, I want to be able to get up to my tower easily, or more easier. And what I'm going to do is build a stair into a tunnel here. And I'm going to have the tunnel go up here. I might put a balcony across here, and I'm going to be doing some mining inside here. I found a lot of little dungeons, and I marked many of them off. I don't remember what side they're on. But the next step in the next video, we're gonna go underground. We're gonna start looking for some iron. I want to improve my tools, make some good armor. I want to make a bucket. So we're going to start improving things, and in order to do that, we really need better raw materials. That is a dungeon there. This is how I code. 2 steps like that, a torch up top, a torch below, is an indication of there's a natural cavern system there. There's one there, there's one there, there's one there. So we did a little bit of walking around. So we're going to head over there and check those out. Again, I'm going to put a little balcony across here and dig right in here. Well, night's coming down, so I'm probably not going to make the whole 360. Oh, this right here, can I get down here? Yeah, without killing myself, is going to be my quarry. This was here already, so I'm going to start using this as my digging point. It's going to be a huge mining operation here, a big quarry. And this one tower with one torch is just an indication of some kind of some item or location of interest. So that's it for today. That's call it part 9, since we talked about the murder hole. Let's see, here's another little natural cave. And another note of interest is, in this cave, when I walked down there just very briefly, I heard many zombies. So I'm hoping to find a dungeon. A dungeon is a location that spawns creatures, and there's usually treasure chests down there. They're really cool. So anyway, I am off for now, and it's my farm at night. How cute. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.